Hi guys, welcome back to web scraping and mapping dam levels in Python. In the previous video, we created our skeleton application. We also changed the permissions of the dam levels course folder and its subfolders and files, which then allowed us to open up our project in our IDE. In this video, we'll be adding our spatial database to our project by editing the settings.py file. So if you haven't done so already, open up your IDE from the start menu. And once that's open, we are going to open up our terminal in the right pane. So once that is open, I'm going to switch over to the root user. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to activate our virtual environment. So once that is done, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to install Django Leaflet. So it's pip install Django Leaflet. So Django Leaflet will be the GIS library that we will be using to display our maps and call our geo services. And once that is done, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to install GeoJSON. So GeoJSON will be the serialization library that we will be using to serialize our GIS data and then pass it to and from the front end using Ajax. Okay, and then once that is done, let's go to our settings.py file. So we can close this for now. Okay, and let's locate our settings.py file. Okay, once that's done, let us go to our list of installed apps. Okay, so we are first going to add an app called Django contrib.gis. And then the next app that we're going to add is our application. So our application's app is called Dam Levels app. Okay, so once we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to edit our database configuration. Here we are. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is changing our engine property to point to PostGIS instead of SQLite 3. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the name of our database as well as our user. So we said that the name of our database will be CPT dams with an S. And then we said that our user would be CPT user. So that is our database user for CPT dams. And then the next thing that we're going to do is add a property for the password. And then I said I will make mine Postgres. And then the next thing that we're going to add is our host. So our database is running locally on our machine. So the host name will be localhost. Okay, so once that is done, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to run the Python migrate command to apply changes made to this file, especially our database. So let's open up our terminal again in the right pane. Change to the root user. Activate our virtual environment. Once that is done, I'm going to run the migrate command, python manage.py migrate. Okay, so our migration has been run, and because I've already worked on my database, you'll see that it will say no migrations to apply, but with you guys you will see an OK message, right, while it applies the migration. And then the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to create a super user for our Django admin console. So it's python manage.py create super user. Okay, then you have to enter a username. I'll just call mine root. Okay, so that's already taken. I'll just call it dams. The email, I will leave it blank. The password, I'll just call it Postgres. Okay, so our super user has been created successfully, and now we are going to test that by first running our server. So it's python manage.py run server. Okay, so our server is running on localhost port 8000. So let's open up our web browser. And now instead of opening up our application, which is running on port 8000, we are going to open up the Django admin console by saying /admin. Okay, so now let's verify that our super user credentials are working. So we said that the username was dams, and the password I said would be Postgres. And as you can see, I can log in with my created super user. And now let's click on users to verify that the account is there. And as you can see, my dams account has been created for me and that it's active. So that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.